Deception is my favorite MK game, and one of my favorite games from the 2000s. In terms of fatalities, Deception innovated on the traditional formula by adding harakiris, moves where the losing player has the option to fatalize themselves before their opponent, and by changing stage fatalities into death traps, these interactive death elements in each level. Any player can be knocked into a death trap at any point in a fight, emptying their health bar immediately. You're watching Real Deal Games, and in this video, I'll be ranking all 99 finishing moves in Deception, its GameCube port, and Unchained, the PSP version from worst to best. 99 is a lot of finishing moves to get through, and for many of them I won't have anything unique to say. Rather than waste your time with repetitive drivel, there's not always going to be a breakdown, analysis, or connection for each fatality. With all of that established, let's dive right in. Number 99. I don't like fart jokes, it's just never been my thing. As such, I can understand if someone else likes this one.
That was a wet one.
Rachel wins. Fatality.
Number 98. Number 97. This, number 96, and number 94 are all fatalities from Deadly Alliance, and that game is pretty notorious for having weak finishing moves. Number 96.
Jax wins.
Number 95. Goro was added to the GameCube port of Deception, and this fatality really shows that. It's clear there weren't a lot of development resources leading up to the release of this port. Number 94. Number 93. Number 92. Number 91.
Dairu wins. Fatality.
Number 90. Dairu just has this affiliation for bending, I guess. The screaming he does here is a great touch and adds to the real grotesque nature of this finishing move. Number 89. Number 88. Number 87. Number 86.
Tanya wins.
Number 85.
Dairu wins.
Number 84.
Cobra wins.
Number 83. What I do like about this death trap is the way it seems like a reference to the fire pit deaths from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I always think of when Rain is tossed into the fire pit whenever I toss an opponent off of this stage. Number 82. Number 81.
Kira wins. Fatality.
Number 80.
Shujinko wins. Fatality.
Number 79.
Baraka wins. Fatality.
Number 78. This one has some potential, it's just a bit too ahead of its time. With better graphics and polygons, this could have been one of the coolest by far. Number 77. Number 76. Number 75. Number 74. Number 73.
Noob Smoke wins.
Number 72.
Noob Smoke wins.
Number 71. Number 70. Number 69. God, I love the pained grimace on Darius's face when he does this. Number 68.
Cabal wins.
Number 67.
Wins. Harakiri.
Number 66. Number 65.
Cabal wins.
Number 64. The long fall to the bottom of the Sky Tower is fantastic at building up to a nice gooey finish. I also like the way this stage required 2 stage transitions before this death trap could be attained. It always made navigating the stage a fun part of the level design. Number 63. This is actually the first Fatality I ever saw because Deception is the first MK game I ever really played. I remember the first time I got to play this game quite well. My stepbrother and I played chess combat, and whenever the king is killed in that mode, a Fatality is always instantly done. My mind was blown seeing this Fatality for the first time, but as I've played the rest of the games in the franchise and seen hundreds of Fatalities over the years, it's fallen quite a bit in my esteem. I still like it though. Number 62. Number 61.
Shao Kahn wins.
Number 60. The look on Cobra's face here always makes me laugh. I always think of the claw from Liar Liar whenever I watch this Harakiri. Number 59. I love the way Cobra shoves the heart into his opponent's face. This is such a nice touch to this classic Fatality. Number 58. The dazed, stunned look to Ermac before he deals the finishing blow here is a great touch. Number 57. Number 56. I really like the finishing moves in these classic MK titles that imply the gruesomeness of the finishing move rather than just showing it. The way Tanya's victim bleeds out here is great. Number 55. What this game does better than Deadly Alliance is the added personality characters have upon completing their fatalities. Small things like the way Jade slashes her staff downward adds a lot to finishing moves like this. Number 54. I don't think Ashra understood what Billy Idol meant by spin me right round. Number 53. Number 52.
Raicho wins.
Number 51. Number 50.
Havoc wins.
Number 49. The concept of this death trap always kinda terrified me growing up. The opponent gets to fly around in the Nexus Void forever, until they finally die of starvation. I would always envision myself in the same situation when I would see this, and it would put me through a real existential crisis. Number 48. The slow sink in the lava is what makes this one great. Number 47. Number 46. Number 45. I love anything samurai related, so this actual seppuku finish is what I imagine spawned the idea of harakiris in the first place. Imagine a battle-hardened person actually doing this. People in the past were made of stronger stuff than we are. Number 44. Number 43. The way Li Mei steps forward the way she does is a great touch to this one. That small detail really adds to the overall greatness of this finishing move. Number 42. Number 41. A lot of people may put this lower on their personal rankings, but I like these simple and clean finishing moves. There's some awesome cinematography in this one, not present in others like it, even in this game. Number 40.
Jade wins.
Number 39. This is the first spine rip I ever saw, but with the advantage of knowledge and hindsight, something just doesn't feel right about people other than Sub-Zero having the spine rip fatality. Number 38. This is a genius bit of creativity afforded by the harakiri design space. There's a fluidity to this finishing move not present in most of the other harakiris in this game. Number 37.
Sindel wins.
Number 36.
Havoc wins.
Number 35.
Scorpion wins. Flawless victory.
Number 34. Onaga tossed me into these spikes a lot growing up. Deception is full of these spike effects, and even though this isn't the best one, it is still pretty great and creates added stress during the final fight of the arcade tower. Number 33.
Wins. Fatality.
Number 32.
Liu Kang wins.
Number 31. I liked it when Tanya did the multiple neck breaks in MK4, and I likewise liked the way Hotaru does it here. I love it when fatalities have unique effects, and this is the only time in all of Deception where this broken bone effect happens. Number 30.
Hotaru wins.
Number 29. Melina would end up taking this fatality in MK9 7 years later, demonstrating just how strongly the Midway team felt about this one. And I agree with them. This truly is a great finishing move. Number 28. One of my favorite things to do when playing Deception as a kid was to use this Liu Kang fatality on as many characters as possible to see Liu Kang's decaying face on multiple body types. Unique effects and finishing moves is something I still value highly to this very day, and this version of the fatality is better than how Shang Tsung would remix it in MK9. Number 27. The grinders between Deception and Armageddon are one of the major selling points of the Death Traps mechanic. They definitely need to bring grinders back for some stage fatalities in MK1 or the future MK13. Number 26. This death trap is the one on display in the Sub-Zero vs. Baraka online play advertisement. My favorite part of this one is the way the blades get jammed on the opponent's body at first. Number 25. This death trap is just simply iconic. Whenever I think of Deception, this is one of the first death traps I think of because it truly is one of the greatest environmental hazards I've ever seen in a game. I've squished many an opponent in this thing. Number 24. The scream Shujinko lets out here is just insane. Just like the Nexus death trap, I can only imagine what it would be like to be in Shujinko's position whenever I see this one. Considering how ashamed Shujinko is of allowing Onaga to become the threat he is, this harakiri fits his character pretty well. He would do something like this to make himself suffer as recompense for his failure. Number 23. Number 22. Both this and his harakiri are references to Raiden's lightning detonation from the opening movie that begins the Deception experience. This Raiden move is so iconic for me since it is the first thing I had ever seen the God of Thunder ever do, and this fatality needs to make a comeback in the next MK game. Number 21. Number 20. Mileena is my second favorite MK character, and this was the first time I ever got to see what lie beneath her veil. An MK game with Mileena, but without her using her teeth to murder someone, just doesn't feel right, as evidenced by her MK Gold appearance. Number 19. You just can't beat the original Pit. Nobody does spikes the way MK did spike pits during this era of the franchise. Number 18.
Wins.
Number 17. This is where this iconic Goro fatality comes from. His other fatality and his harakiri might royally suck, but this makes up for all of that and makes his appearance in the GameCube port of this game worth it all on its own. Number 16. Shujinko needs fatalities that show off his ability to use everyone else's abilities. In lieu of that, this double sword fatality is curt and clean. I'm a big fan of the fluidity of his motion from the beginning of the finishing move all the way to the final climactic kick. Number 15. This is the best harakiri by a wide margin. The reason I like this one so much is because of the way Havik displays his head for the player to get a good look at it. This fits in with Havik's personality perfectly. Number 14. In Deadly Alliance, Scorpion's spear fatality is extremely weak in comparison to his past ones, and in Deception, the Midway team made up for that with this amazing one. While there may be better spear fatalities now, I like the clear focus of this one. It doesn't go too crazy, and Scorpion still gets the job done, much in the same way he's always done. Number 13.
Kenshi wins.
Number 12. Number 11. I absolutely love Heavenly Light fatalities. There's a biblical power on display in these types of finishing moves, which makes it feel more epic and ancient. Ancient magic just has this mystique to it, making it feel impressive. Number 10. I love lightning powers, so it makes sense that over the years, Raiden would become my favorite character in the franchise. I love seeing big bolts of energy ripping things apart, and whenever I'm stuck in the middle of a lightning storm, I can't help but enjoy the rippling power of light arcing across the sky. Number 9.
Wins.
Number 8. Both of these levitation fatalities are among the best Ermac has ever had. Deception is Ermac's first major appearance in an MK game, and the Midway team really outdid themselves with displaying his key ability, telekinesis, through his finishing moves. Number 7. As if he's a Picasso or early 1900s abstract artist, Darius's way of regarding his fresh, fleshy artwork makes this finishing move unforgettable. I am hoping he'll return for MK13 in a few years so that we can possibly get this fatality back. Number 6. The Falling Cliffs is the most iconic Deception stage. From the onset, the way the camera zooms in on the fighters makes this stage far more cinematic than most of what the 3D era of MK has to offer. I also really love the way the stage shrinks over time, pushing both players towards knocking the other off the stage. The Falling Cliffs Death Trap is also my favorite spike fatality in the entire franchise. Number 5. In a lot of ways, Li Mei was set up to be Liu Kang's replacement in Deadly Alliance, but nothing demonstrates her athleticism to the same degree as this fatality. Liu Kang would take a page out of her book for one of his Shaolin Monk's fatalities too. MK's finishing moves have always had this self-referential and reverential theme to them throughout the entire Midway era and the current NRS one too, and I like seeing these small similarities between finishing moves from time to time. Number 4. Something this Sindel Scream finishing move has over her other ones is the way the camera angles and sound design add to its sonic, crushing atmosphere. There's a kinetic nature to this one, putting it into a league of its own. Number 3. God, I love this one. Shiva kind of takes Darius's arm beatdown fatality in MK9, and while that one is also amazing, I really like the original version of this finishing move. His MK1 version gives this finishing move a massive glow up for the modern era, which is always nice to see as well. Number 2.
Baraka wins. Fatality.
This is a fantastic Baraka fatality and is one of the best ones he's had since his original MK2 appearance. I have this vague memory of this finishing move and my number 1 pick both showing up in a movie from the mid-2000s. I'm pretty sure that movie is Knocked Up, but let me know in the comment section below if you know which film I'm talking about. Number 1.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
My favorite finishing move in Deception and my second favorite Sub-Zero fatality of all time is this one. I simply love the use of Sub-Zero's iconic ice alongside a creative use of his ice slide special move. I love most of the finishing moves in this game, but this one takes the cake. And that's the video, my guys. What's your favorite Deception fatality? Let me know in the comment section below, and while you're there, please like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to get more Real Deal gaming videos in your life. And if you have a moment right now, consider checking out one of my other videos on the channel. Regardless of what you choose to do, have an awesome day, gamers.